Hi everyone. I wanted you to know that Bible Blast is going to look a little bit different for the next couple of weeks. Instead of all the grades having a different lesson, I'm going to be making a video, and it will be a short video, and you'll be able to watch it every afternoon at your house while you're on remote. And the video will be for kindergarten through grade 4, so you'll all be getting the same video. And I'm hoping that we can learn some new things that maybe we hadn't even thought about before. So we're going to start with the first 4 days of creation. Now I have here my children's Bible. It has some really nice pictures in it. It says here on the front, it says the creation. Do you see that? So I'm going to be reading from this. Are you ready? Here we go. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was without form and empty. Darkness was everywhere, and in the darkness the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the deep. God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. Where did the light come from? It was God's light. God saw that it was good, and he separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there were evening and morning, the first day. Now I wanted to explain something. There's a Hebrew word, yom, and that means a day, an ordinary day, a 24-hour day. So that's there in Genesis, the word yom, day. And then we have words like evening and morning. Well, guess what? That also means a 24-hour day. And finally, when we have words like first, second, those also mean a 24-hour day. So that's 3 different things that are put together in Genesis to show us that God created in 6 24-hour days. And if he put it there 3 times, do you think maybe he wanted to make sure we understood that? I think so. Let's continue. God said, "Let there be a sky in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." Then God made the sky, and he separated the waters above from the waters below. God called the sky heaven, and there were evening and morning, the second day. God said, "Let the waters under the heaven be gathered together in one place, and let the dry land appear." And it was so. God called the dry land earth, and the waters he called seas. And he said, "Let the earth bring forth grass, and yield plants bearing seed, and trees bearing fruit." The earth did so, and God saw that it was good. And the evening and the morning were the 3rd day. And now we're going to be talking about the 4th day. And there are some exciting things that I would like to explain about the 4th day. God said, "Let there be lights in the sky of heaven to divide the day from the night. Let them be for signs and for seasons," and listen to this, "for days and for years. Let them be for lights in the sky of heaven to give light upon the earth." And it was so. God made 2 great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. What's the greater light called? What do we call it? The sun. How about the lesser light? The moon. Good. He also made the stars and set them in the sky of heaven to give light upon the earth, to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. God saw that it was good, and the evening and the morning were the fourth day. Do you realize what's happened here? God created time for us. That's what he did. He created time. Isn't that what we see happening these days, every day, ever since the beginning of time? Yeah. We see that the sun and the earth mark off our days. As the earth turns toward the sun, we have day, and as it turns away from the sun, we have night. And the earth turns, and in 24 hours, we have our day and our night. So there's our day that is marked off. And while the earth is turning for 24 hours, it goes around the sun for 365 days and comes back to the side, and that marks off a whole year. Isn't that amazing? That what God set into place during that first week of creation is what we still see continuing. I think that's so amazing. And you know something? When astronauts go into outer space, they see all the stars and all the planets, and there are no stands holding them up. None of the planets are dangling from a string attached somewhere. No, they're all in their own orbit, which God has set into place. And God is the one that keeps them there, keeps them spinning on their orbit, and gives them their place where they should be working, and they stay there. And the earth hasn't moved from where God set it. It revolves around the sun, and it keeps turning on its axis exactly the way God made it happen during the first week of creation. And I want to tell you what it says in Colossians. Let's just read that. It says in chapter 1 of Colossians, verse 17, and he is before all things, so in eternity. And it says, by him all things consist, all things hold together. And in the book of Job, we're just going to take a look at that. Chapter 26, verse 7. It says, he hangs the earth upon nothing. Isn't that amazing? That the Bible has so much detail telling us about everything God has created. I just love it. So I'm hoping in the next couple of weeks that we'll get to learn some new things that maybe we didn't know about the Bible before. There's the picture in my children's book. Isn't that amazing? Just all these beautiful planets. You could imagine what it must have been like when God spoke everything into being. Just said, let there be, and whatever God said, that's how it happened. Please check in every day in the afternoon to see what the Bible Blast videos are going to be. I hope that you will enjoy them. Thank you for listening. Bye for now.